Thank you for joining me today. This is another discussion video. Today our topic is should or do Christians meditate? So with all these discussion videos, I would like you to listen to what I have to say. I'm going to talk about my opinions on the topic, and then I would like you to comment your beliefs or your thoughts or even what you've heard about this topic in the comment section below, and we can create a discussion forum out of that. So on to the question. So can Christians meditate is more of a question of, is it allowed? And I think the best reference for whether or not something is allowed within Christianity is to reference the Bible, because that is the most common text among Christians. And I use the King James Version when I'm reading the Bible. So I will be posting below the verses that I found that mention the word meditate or meditation in that Bible. So if you have ever read Psalms, the book of Psalms, meditate comes up a lot. And in that book, typically the sentences they use are things like meditate on thy word, meditate on thy statutes. And what I'm thinking that means, my interpretation, is that when someone is meditating, they're meditating on God's word, or in our case, it would be the Bible. So whatever God has spoken, but also on Jesus Christ. So meditating on Jesus himself or God himself. So I think that a lot of the issue that people have with meditation is that they know that it comes from Indian practices, it comes from Eastern religions, Buddhism, Hinduism, things like that, and they're afraid that they will be disobeying God by practicing something that comes from another religion. And another thing that goes along with that is I've also heard people say that they think that meditation is a way of emptying your mind. And if your mind is empty, it's really easy for bad spirits to come into your mind and to control you or give you something that is bad that you don't want. And what I have to say about that is that I think we're kind of off the mark when it comes to what meditation actually is. Meditation isn't necessarily emptying your mind of all thought. It's a one-pointed focus. And typically, that focus is your breath. If you're Buddhist, that focus could be the Buddha. But if you're a Christian, that one-pointed focus could be God, or it could be a psalm, it could be a Bible verse, it could be, in a sense, a Christian mantra, so like a Hindu mantra or a Buddhist mantra might be like a Buddhist prayer, or something that is chanted. Whereas if it's Christian, you could be repeating a Bible verse that's important to you, or setting an intention for what you want to do that day, or what you want to remember about God's word, something that you want to implement into your life. So maybe there's a commandment that you're having a really hard time with because you've been falling short. Let's just give the example of overindulgence. Let's say maybe you're watching too much TV and you'd rather spend more time praying or more time on the Bible studies. And if that's the case, if that's the case, you could potentially meditate in the morning on a mantra that says, I will focus my mind on you today, Lord, and I will pray to you every time I think about your word during the day, something like that. So in my opinion, after all that kind of like tangent, if you will, is that if you are meditating with the focus in mind of Jesus or God, you're not sinning, because it is expected that you are only worshiping one God in Christianity, essentially. So if you're not emptying your mind in the sense that you're trying to get rid of all thought, I think that kind of takes out the fear that evil spirits are going to come into your mind, because your mind is meditating on good. Your mind is meditating on God. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you have any other ideas for questions or topics you would like to bring up for future videos, definitely let me know in the comment section. I'm so happy that you joined me today, and I am really excited to read what you guys think about this topic because it's a pretty hot one. Thank you for watching. May you always be happy and free. Oh, I thought I was leaving. Okay, bye now.